So to go in depth of Islam, we have to know one thing, and that one thing is that we need to understand the divine connection, like that connection between human and the divine, the connection between us and Allah, हम में और अल्लाह के ऐसा क्या connection है, जो वो connection जब हम समझेंगे अच्छे से, especially from a grown up point of view, when we understand that, then our namaz also gets more deeper and more impactful, our duas become more impactful, and our tawakkul in Allah goes to a whole different degree. So we have to understand this connection we have with Allah, and what is it? What is it that Allah has, obligated us to understand in terms of ilm? क्या समझ हमको, क्या ऐसी क्या पाबंदी है कि हमें समझना ज़रूरी है अपने रिलीजन को in every way. बचपन में हम समझे, we understood the laws of virtue and sin, सवाब और गुनाह, हम समझे, ये हमको सिखाया गया था, and we beautifully applied that in our lives, and we have had beautiful experiences out of all those applications that we have had in our religion since we were in our childhood. So understanding religion as a grown-up का मतलब क्या है, let's understand. So deepening your faith through understanding is very important, because when we were children, हमारे minds बहुत they were not as evolved as our minds are right now, but we were more conscious. So वो minds couldn't perceive the scientific aspect of our connection towards Allah, could not understand the deeper aspects of connection towards Allah. So that is what we're going to learn here. We're going to learn about the divine laws of nature that are created by Allah. Of course, the law of gravity was, discovered, I would say. It wasn't invented by Newton, but it was discovered. The law of gravity was discovered by Newton. The law of relativity was discovered by Einstein. The law of thermodynamics was again introduced by Newton, and the law of action and reaction. All of these were just discovered, but we all know that these laws have been designed by Allah so that our life is more friction free, more easy, हमारी ज़िंदगी और आसान हो, इसीलिए ये सारे laws है. And we can't deny these laws. अगर हम law of gravity को बोलेंगे नहीं, ये law of gravity में हमको भरोसा नहीं है, तो आप बिल्डिंग के ऊपर से छलांग लगा के देखिए या फिर आप कहीं एक जगह से छलांग लगा के देखिए, you'll get to know कि the law of gravity, irrespective आप उसमें भरोसा करो या ना करो, you have belief in that law or not, that law will work for you, is working in accordance to you, right? So the same is with every other law. The law of action and reaction. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. This is a very powerful law that Allah has made in this physical reality for us to understand how we can, acquire traits of, Allah Himself, and, operate within these boundaries of these laws. हमको ये पता है कि in the law of action and reaction, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. We know कि we are supposed to be pious in terms of our actions. जब हमारे actions में हम है ना एक सवाब, एक अच्छाई है ना क्या बोलते पोर्ट्रे करेंगे, तब जाके हमको उसका रिएक्शन भी है ना क्या बोलते एक सवाब के तरीके से, एक है ना एक ब्लेसिंग के तरीके से आएगा हमारे को. So these laws, why am I getting? We have all learned these laws when we were in school. We know how these laws apply to our lives also. So we know the law of thermodynamics that says that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can just be transferred from one form to another. So these laws are very deep, very, very deep, and these laws are designed by Allah so that we can function in this physical reality in the most fruitful ways, right? That is why we learned all of these things in school, and most of us had interest in these. Some of us did not have interest, but if you were more or less like me, then I had zero interest in science till just 10 years back. But now when I started understanding Islam in a deeper way, my interest towards science has also increased, because it is so beautiful that कि ये हर चीज़ जो हमको 1400 साल पहले 1400 years back we have been asked to follow, understand, and abide by, ये laws are a part of all the discoveries that science has done as well. So the beauty of understanding religion and science is this only कि हमको ये ilm of knowing why every part of our devotion towards a religion is important through the lens of science is very important. So these are the physical laws, जैसा भी हम समझे, law of gravity, the law of action and reaction, law of relativity, law of thermodynamics, ये पूरे physical laws है. These laws govern our physical reality, right? तो वैसे ही अल्लाह ताला ने spiritual laws बनाया है. There are spiritual laws that we have to understand too, which we know of, and we have understood these laws as children in a very easy way. But now let's try to look at it in a more deeper way, from a mind that is evolved, grown up, from a mind that is into its adulthood right now. So the spiritual laws, the law of sin and virtue, sawab or guna, we know this. Science talks about this in a little different way right now, but Islam spoke about it hundreds of years ago, right? So the law of cause and effect. अगर आप कुछ अच्छा करते हो तो आपके साथ अच्छा होगा, अगर आप कुछ बुरा करते हो तो आपका बुरा होगा. आप सवाब का काम करोगे तो आपको और सवाब कमाने के मौके मिलेंगे, आपको और सवाब मिलेगा. आप बुरा करोगे तो आपको और अल्लाह ताला उस तरफ आपको है ना आपका फोकस डालेंगे और बुराई की तरफ, so that you do more guna and you accumulate more guna, so that on the day of judgment you have to face all your guna. So this is the law of sin and virtue, cause and effect. Good deeds yield एक्सपोनेंशियल ब्लेसिंग्स. हमको मालूम, हम अच्छाई जब करते हैं, हम जब चैरिटी देते हैं, हम ज़कात देते हैं, या किसी की मदद करते हैं, या फिर किसी को हम एक एम्पैथी से है ना सिर्फ देखते, तो ये सारे गुड डीड्स है. और ये सारे गुड डीड्स का है ना एक रिस्पॉन्स होता है. लाइक देयर इज व्हाट अल्लाह गिव्स. हम एक सवाब करेंगे, किसी एक को अगर हम एक प्यासे को पानी पिलाएंगे तो 70 नेकी का सवाब है. ऐसे ही नहीं बोलते कि सवाब इज ह्यूज. आप एक अच्छा काम करो तो आपको 1000 अच्छे काम का सवाब मिलता. Like literally, this is the grand mercy of Allah. We will understand the law of mercy as well. क्या है the law of mercy and the law of forgiveness? So the law of manifestation is the second law that we have to understand. कि Allah says कि when you build that level of pure intention towards what you are asking, when you have that pure क्या बोलते हैं नीयत, एक अच्छी नीयत है, आप कुछ चीज़ दुआ कर रहे हैं, आप कुछ चीज़ मांग रहे हैं अल्लाह से, तो वो नीयत बहुत मायने रखती है. इट इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पिलर्स ऑफ अ सक्सेसफुल दुआ. सो दिस इज़ ऑल्सो अ लॉ. ये है, हम बचपन में समझे ये चीज़ कि है ना, हाँ हम दुआ मांगते हैं अल्लाह से, अल्लाह अगर आपकी दुआ अल्लाह पसंद आई तो अल्लाह आपको वो दुआ कबूल करता है. हाँ ये अच्छा है, इट इज़ वेरी पावरफुल टू अंडरस्टैंड, बट इट वॉज गुड टू अंडरस्टैंड एज अ चाइल्ड. बट as we are now grown-ups, I want all of you to deepen your understanding about these subjects. Understand in your own way. Doubts है तो clear करो. Ask us about all these doubts that surface in your mind. So when you understand these laws, like the law of manifestation is a very powerful law that Allah has designed for us, जिसके अंदर अल्लाह ने हमको बोला कि आप नीयत करो पहले अच्छी, बहुत strong नीयत करो, फिर उसके बाद है ना क्या बोलते आप you have to be grateful after that niyat as if Allah has already given to you. So that is the tawakkul, that is the law of tawakkul. So the law of manifestation, the law of tawakkul, the law of sin and virtue, the law of divine oneness, ये सारे laws एक intertwined है, एक दूसरे के साथ ना very intricately they are connected. We have to understand this. So the law of manifestation या the law of dua clearly says that कि आप एक पावरफुल इंटेंट, एक हलाल इंटेंट बनाओ पहले आप आपकी दुआ के पीछे. क्यों चाहिए आपको? इससे किस का फ़ायदा है? सिर्फ आपका फ़ायदा नहीं देखना है इसके. आपको यू हैव टू मेक श्योर कि द वाइडर योर इंटेंट, द मोर डीपर योर दुआ. आपकी दुआ जितना, चलो आपके लिए ये दुआ है ना क्या बोलते बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगी, आई एम श्योर दैट इज़ वाई आप अल्लाह से मांग रहे हैं, बट द इंटेंट ऑफ द दुआ बिकम्स मोर डीप व्हेन the intent covers more people than just you. When the intent has कैसा बोलूं, intent is so wide that the benefit of that dua could benefit everybody that once you receive it. So this intent has to be wide enough. When it is wide enough, when it encompasses a lot of people, then the intent is more deeper. So make sure आप जब दुआ कर रहे हो तो वो intent ऐसा बनाइए कि पहली चीज़ तो it should be a benefit to you, and it should be an extended benefit to all your loved ones, everybody that you meet and interact with. And once that intent is wide and deep, then gratitude. This is again a law. When you are grateful, अल्लाह बोलते हैं आप जिस चीज़ के लिए आप शुक्रगुजार है, जिस चीज़ के लिए आप grateful है, Allah will give you that in multiple folds. We all know that, we all have experienced that. But I want you to understand this also in a scientific way. ये इल्म है, ये इल्म समझना चाहिए हमको, so that हमारा ये depth of our practices become more meaningful, right? तो वैसा ही the law of tawakkul, we have studied and understood the law of tawakkul in many different ways in the month of Ramadan and also during our sessions last week. So the law of tawakkul is one of my favorite laws because ये law एक इतना powerful law है कि अगर हम ये law को blindly surrender कर सके, if we are capable of surrendering fully, like blindly, then this law can change our lives to a degree हम imagine नहीं कर सकते. We can't imagine. That is the difference this one law can bring in our lives. तो ये लॉ को भी आप लोग समझिए, अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग लगाइए, थिंक कि कैसा और कैसे कब आपकी लाइफ में आपने ये तवक्कुल इस्तेमाल किया था, या आपके दिल में अल्लाह ताला ने ये तवक्कुल दिया था इन दैट मोमेंट, तो आपने कैसे रिएक्ट किया था, हाउ डिड योर लाइफ टर्न आउट टू बी. अंडरस्टैंड, एनालाइज योर ओन लाइफ. अक्सर when we are aware of our own lives, right, Allah gives us that wisdom to understand the reason behind everything that happens to us, why it happened. This wisdom reaches us when this tawakkul in Allah reaches its peak, right? So similar to the law of tawakkul, we have the law of divine oneness as well. Everything in this universe is deeply connected with each other from a subatomic level. Okay, the law of divine oneness is also a very powerful law. ये हम समझ गए तो automatically our behavior, our interaction with other people, and ये सब कुछ एक whole different level पे चले जाता. क्यों? Because ये चीज़ तो the law of divine oneness has been a part of our religion since hundreds of years, but how many of us has experienced it? चलो समझे भी होंगे कई लोग, but how many of us has experienced the law of divine oneness is more important. तो ये चीज़ experience करने के लिए हमको इस चीज़ की इल्म होना चाहिए, the knowledge behind it, the wisdom behind it, and the knowledge behind it को समझने के लिए एक थोड़ा scientific understanding भी हमको gain करना पड़ता. तो right now modern science, let's go to modern science and understand what modern science talks about law of divine oneness. कि अभी just a decade back is when a whole new branch of science emerged called, actually this branch of science has been there since 1950s, but it got into mainstream education 10 years to 15 years back. So it is called quantum sciences or quantum physics. You might have heard about this term, and I'll give you a little brief about this term. So quantum sciences का मतलब यही है कि understanding science beyond the molecular structure of our body. हमको पता है हम लोग सारे molecules हैं, तो molecular structure मतलब we are still talking about physical structure, because molecules can be sensed under microscopes. They are very much physical in nature, right? So the science of quantum understanding, या quantum sciences is this कि we are deeply connected. There is enough evidence and experiments that have been conducted in past 10 years, and if we understand those experiments, our tawakkul in Allah, our connection with every creation that Allah has blessed us with, will become more intimate, more compassionate, more empathic. If we understand this one law, subatomic level पे we all are connected in a very deep way. इसीलिए है ना, क्या बोलते हैं, हम जब किसी के बारे में बुरा सोचते हैं तो उसके साथ भी बुरा हो सकता है. Capability, if that person is not protected spiritually, तो हम खाली एक one thought can damage somebody. It can actually affect somebody, because वो सब atomic level पे से हमारे thoughts का vibration, magnetic energy and the electrical energy that we spoke about in our last session, जो हमारा brain and heart है ना, क्या बोलते हैं, generate करता, we understand that energy is transferred through our atomic levels of existence. Subatomic level, हमारा existence एटॉमिक कैसा है, एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल मैं आपको देता. On the surface we are skin, under the skin we are flesh, under the flesh we are, muscles and bones, and when we go more deeper into that, then we are molecules. When we go deeper in the molecules, then we are atoms. When we go deeper than the atoms, we are subatomic particles, then protons, the neutrons, and it goes on. ये साइंस है, इट इज ब्यूटिफुल. वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ह्यूमन बॉडी कैसा कनेक्टेड है. सो दिस लॉ ऑफ डिवाइन वननेस वी हैव बीन told about since hundreds of years, as we have said. So this law of divine oneness also we have to understand, to build that compassion towards every other human being, to build that heart, to nurture that heart within us, so that we are more forgiving, so that we are also merciful.